Lloyd Vehicle Consulting, not sponsored by Lancaster Insurance. Good afternoon. Today is the 19th of March, and this is part 8 of a Slightly Shambolic Shuffle around the 2022 Practical Classics Classic Car and Restoration Show here at the NEC in Birmingham. So yes, we've done 7 parts before, did 5 yesterday, this is the 3rd part for today, and we're in Hall 5. Eventually we'll get around here, but I'll let you know to film as much as possible that's relevant. This is a 1953 Morris 6 MS. It looks like a very, very big Morris Minor, and that's because of its famed designer. It's also similar to the Wolseley at the time. I forget the name of the Wolseley. But yes, it's even got a reflective little boot badge there. Very, very nice. This is the West Midlands Classic Car Club stand. Look at all these side lights that are flashing on there. And yes, something for Alex from the Alex's Assets channel. It's Rover 110. Now these were made from 1962 to 1964. The last iteration of the P4, though I think the 95 was also made at the same time. I'm not exactly sure what year this is because it hasn't got a suffix on the registration plate. These doors will be actually different from the earlier P4s, made of steel rather than Burma Bright. I managed to drive a P4 Views, but it was a bit heavy, so it wasn't the most elegant experience of my life, I'm afraid. Is that a Velarex? There we go, 1965. Obviously in the kind of Soviet era of car here. I thought it was on Top Gear many, many years ago. I wonder if it's the same one. Goodness me, it's like a sort of fabric over a frame. Made in Czechoslovakia. Little Java moped there. Let me just make sure I don't get in the way too much here, although that's easier said than done. The last Strada. Wow. This is 1.1 Volkswagen Polo engine. I think 91 these finished production in East Germany, which then just became Germany, of course. There we go, 1.1 and 1.3 Polo and Golf engines. Oh, they made the 1.1 alongside the 2-stroke until July 1990. So I was right. The 1.1 continued until 1990, 2-strokes 91, the 2-strokes until 1990. Get very confused here sometimes. There we go. About 1.1. This will be an earlier one. '62 P60. It's a different sort of body almost on this. What if it's still made from that stuff that actually principally consists of cotton? I'm not going to touch it and find out, viewers, because yeah, a bit fragile thinking of one like this. Ooh, it's a Zaphoshet. Or Zaporoshet. 74. I think they made these until 1994. So it looks a bit like a Chevrolet Corvair. A lot of Soviet era cars sort of ripped off American cars. Things like the Chaikas and this as well. Is this the one with a little hole to do fishing on an ice lake or something? I can't remember. Yeah, engine in the back. Engine's in the back there. It says V4. A bit like a Ford Corsair or something. So, to make our way here without tripping over anything, viewers. Not fall over. Oh, hello. Ooh, Fiat Coupes. Very nice. Ooh, this is very nice, viewers. A dark green, it's a 20 valve turbo, and it's got a biscuit coloured interior. Personally, I prefer beige leather interiors, as many of you know, but you know, this will do to do nicely. The paint's peeled off, hasn't it? Wow. So that's being 99, I think, on a T. This one, another 20 valve turbo on a W, so it's one of the last ones made. This was actually in 2000, and this is a 2000 plate. So if you look at the interior, it's very carefully. I've got a rubber case on here, so we don't make any marks or anything. Yeah, there's the 5-cylinder engine. And because this is a restoration show, of course, you've got one that's in, of course, barn find condition. Another turbo, waiting some tender loving care. So 1998 on an S, might be early 99. More Fiats behind here. Ooh, is that a Fiat? It's a 128 Sport Coupe. 1974. These are exceptionally rare cars in this country. Even more so right-hand drive. So it's a 1.3. Sport L. The condition of that is beautiful. And another really rare Fiat. It's a Phase 2 Fiat Uno Turbo IE. I haven't seen one of these in a really long time. I think all just dissolved. Look at all those instruments you've got. So many. Electric windows and red carpets. Very nice. It's a 1.4, I think, so be 1990 because it's a facelift, so yeah, so 1990 only. Someone's got a Panda 4x4 for, of course, Mr. Bill from the Fuel Power channel. 2007 Fiat Panda, I might call it a Mark III, this shape. I have driven his 100 horsepower Panda of this generation too. That was fun. Ooh, viewers. Wow. Very late. Fiat Strada Abarth, or Fiat Abarth Strada, it says on the badge there, 130 TC. Still got the crazy old door handles, but a much more conventional shape than the earlier Stradas. I like the look of that. I like so many of these cars from the 80s, they're all just rusted away. Quite like that, yes. And a Seat Panda 40. I wonder what engine would this be. So Seat made the Panda and later the Marbella, I think until the mid-1990s. Still very much based on... Oh, hello. We've got some more friends here. A very big friend there in the back. He's having a rest, I think. Yes, it was a Festival VR Exceptional. There we go. So... what engine this would be? Maybe a 2-cylinder engine on a 40. I don't know. Answer in the comments section below. It might actually just be the old 900cc engine but dated back to 1955. I don't know. Ooh. Audi Quattro Owners Club. And a right-hand drive one too. Yes, they only made them from 82 in right-hand drive. Despite what they have you believe in Ashes to Ashes. The car that they had in there was a later one, which is by that stage they're only available left-hand drive, but you know, there we go. It's very nice indeed. And then there's one here that is an earlier one, so it is left-hand drive, 81, 82 plate. One of these barn finds, having a little bit of work done. It's quite complicated under there. It's a 5-cylinder, I believe, in these. Oh, here's the electric Skoda pickup again. Yes, from Elmo Electromobile. I can't remember when this was made. It was in 1992. There we go, but there's the battery. So, however, it hasn't got the 1.3 engine in it, it's got no engine at all, it's got a motor. And then we've got a very superb, terrible joke. What year would this be then? It's a Mark 1 spill. I haven't actually driven one of these on the channel. It was a V6. Oh, I think think we're going to have to leave that one alone, because we don't talk about diesels on this channel. No, and this one's also bit in fuel, so we're going to have to walk back that one, unfortunately. This one, though, we can have a look at. It's very late, one of these. It's a Strada Rapid, an 89, so pretty late one of these. I think we finished production about then, and then they went on to the favorites. Quite like that views, actually. If I walk down here, we might be able to pass the pool of sheds. I'm pretty bad at my Russian pronunciation there, viewers. Have a look at the back, where the engine is hiding. So it's very similar in sort of specific output and things to the engine that went into the Favorite, and then the Felicia, and lastly the Fabia, actually. It's the last one with the Skoda OH3 engine. Right, let's just take a pause here, and we will come back in a second. Oh, viewers, we're kind of near where the sort of main stage area is for the restoration show, but we found the Club Audi stand, and I'm very, very glad we have. Look at this, a 1986 Audi Coupe Quattro. It's not the actual Quattro, it's a Coupe Quattro, which was a sort of lesser model. You can see there's no sort of flares or anything on the side of the bodywork. That's still quite nice. I do like these. I've got to go in one of these at some point, I think. There we go, still got some nice instrumentation. It's a 6-speed gearbox, viewers. Interesting. Rear wiper, of course. Cheshire plate on this one. If you actually put a 6-speed gearbox in it, let's have a look at the information on here. Ah, he has put a 6-speed box in it. I wondered if that was the case. And this is an Audi 100. This is the original 100. Audi 100 LS. Now this is a 1964 plate, but this will actually be much, much earlier than the car. I imagine this would have been built in the 70s at some point. So I think it was C1 this is called, Audi 100. This is a nice car. I really, really like that. Sort of similar in a way to sort of NSU designs. Does it actually? Doesn't say. Oh well, viewers. Let's move on, I suppose. What have we got here? Ah, it's a C2 Audi 100. It's a 5S, so I think it's a 5-cylinder engine, from what I remember, and it's also got a 5-speed gearbox. That looks very nice on camera in particular. Absolutely wonderful. 30 years of Club Audi. That is such a nice conditioned car. Again, I really like these cars. You just don't really see these around at all. Just don't see them. So yeah, 81, 82 plate. This is actually an 81. And then another Quattro, a bit of a later one. Hang on a second, what's this? This is an 85. I think we've had a plate put on to represent its time in Ashes to Ashes, and there is Philip Bannister. Of course, it's compulsory. So we've now got a section here. People are presumably waiting for a start. Oh, he's just somebody actually talking now. We better be just keeping out of the way a little bit. I do apologise. We've actually got to talk over what's sort of going on. It's just a Minor, supercharged Morris Minor from 1970. Wow, so it's a late one. The car my mother had for many years, from 1969 to 1983, was this colour. It was a much earlier one than this. This is an 1100cc one, and it's on a 70-71 plate. Hers is a 58, so it's a bit different from that. This is a Tetra, isn't it? That. Ooh. Very advanced. The late 30s these came out. Very, very advanced. Left-hand drive, of course. I don't think they're officially sold over here at all. So let's have a little look and see what year this is. It's a 38 Tatra T97. Very nice. Another left-hand drive car here. 72 Citroën D Super. D Special. D Super. So this is a slightly lesser one than the DS. There we go, D Super. This is an older. I think this is an Eastern European car. I don't think that plate's got much to do with the year of the car. Could be wrong, but I don't think it has. But no, it has. It's 2003. They've been made as late as 2003. It's completely insane. Didn't realise that. So it started production in 1991. 2003. That's insane. I've never seen one of these before. So it's discontinued in 2004. Barn Finds Revisited, 1956, Hilburn makes California. I think we've got something rather special on the right hand side, but we won't go into that right now. We'll keep going with this. Look at this. Hilburn makes California Mark 8, with all these pictures of restoration. And now it is just, it's absolutely beautiful, of course. Another one here, Triumph TR6. 1973. Second owner was Stanley Unwin from the Secret Service. Secret Service was a very, very obscure Jerry Anderson series broadcast in 1969. If you haven't heard of it, I'm not particularly surprised. Mark II Ford Capri. I wonder what engine's in this. It's a 2-litre S with these sort of pin structure. It looks a bit like a John Player Special, but I don't think it is. There we go, 2-litre Pinto engine. I do apologise, I'm going to keep talking because we've got this going on in the background. There we go. Very, very, very nice. It's sort of standard that Minder Capri was restored as well. This car's been on a, I think it's a Parker's video recently. It's a Mark III Ford Cortina 2000. I think this is a GXL. Yes, a 2-door GXL automatic. And someone's fitted an aftermarket cruise control from it as well, which is actually quite a relatively popular thing we can do on Cortinas. I think it comes out of a Granada. And a Nissan Cherry Europe. Yes, viewers, it's, well, very complicated. It's a rebadged Alfa Romeo Arna, so it actually has bits from an Alfa Sud in it. It's interesting in that way. And so rather than the Nissan engines, there is a Boxer engine down there from Alfa Romeo. So we got both Nissan Cherry and Cherry Europe in this country, as well as the Arna. And the Arna, of course, was a collaboration between Alfa Romeo and Nissan before Fiat took over Alfa Romeo in '86 to expand production of Nissan cars in Europe. Though they didn't actually end up being that successful, unfortunately. But there it is, yeah, it's an '85, it's been lovingly restored and that looks really good. Right, let's get away from that area for a second and look at some more Audis. Oh yes, very good. An Audi 80. I think this is a facelifted second generation one. I think it will say power lock in here as well. Yes, it does. Focus, there we go. When I was growing up, our neighbours actually had one like this. It wasn't, I think this was a Sport. Yeah, it's a Sport. It wasn't a Sport, but it was a facelifted second generation Audi 80. I used to travel in it sometimes. So personal plate on it now, but it was an 84, 85 plate. I don't know what it is. I really like these kind of 1980s Audis, and there's another one that was designed in the 80s. It might be 90 something, but this is the next generation of them. So yeah, 1991 plate. Very, very lovely colour. I'm not sure exactly model this is. Again, it's a nice car. I have these in the BMW for some reason. I don't know why. That's a Sport 16 valve. That might actually be the original plate as well. Schon mit Katalysatortechnik already with catalytic converter technology. Ooh, a Matra Morena. Very nice. Still got 3 seats in there. I'd like to go on one of these actually, some point of view. It says so similar to the Bagheera, which is the 2.2, but the same engine used in the. Let's get this right, Talbot Tagora. And there we go. You can bring 2 of your friends along as you drive along in your eccentric French glass fibre bodied coupe. This one, this will be 82, 83 plate on a white. Very good. Is this a Bagheera? Yes, it's a Bagheera X. Excellent, excellent registration there. So, if that registration is a sort of contemporary one, it would be 77, 78. Not sure what engine's in this one. So you had to pay for them to convert to right-hand drive if you wanted to buy one of these from a dealer. Again, similar sort of layout to the other one. There we go, look at the rear of that. I think those rear lamps are taken off a Chrysler Alpine, something. It's a 1.6, there we go. The same engine is in the Chrysler Alpine as well. It's the old Simca engines in there. Speaking of Simca, here are some Simcas. Doing well today, viewers. We seem to be in the right place at the right time. Simca Meal Rally 1. Well, sometimes the Simca Meal did have engines of more than 1000cc. Looks like a UK spec one, right-hand drive, 73, 74 plate. Yeah, Simca Meal. Wow, 82 horsepower. It's pretty good for one of these. Black bonnet, of course. Very nice. Absolutely beautiful Simca Ronde right-hand drive. I remember seeing this at the show back in November at the NEC, and it's just absolutely astonishing car. Ever so rare. I've no idea what year this is at all. I imagine early 60s, but I don't know. Look at that interior. Very nice. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's 62, and it was registered in Carmarthen. Re-registered on a 64 plate if it's 62. There we go. Certificate on Montpellier Special. Is that the copy of the original invoice? No, it was the used one from 1981. Crazy. Oh, another Simca Meal, a barn find. Found in Poland, eh? Interesting. Last used in 1979. Okay, yeah, Polish plate on the back of there. More rear engine here. So it's another Simca Meal. So it looks like it. Yeah, it's another Rally 2. 1975. Look at look at this. Wow, Simca 1200S coupe, right-hand drive. Wow. It's a 68. This is an attractive car. Tiny little beautiful thing. Mr. Richard the Furious Driving actually did one of these on his channel a while ago. Let's have a look at these. Let's change hands a second, viewers. There we go. Right, some Scirocco's and Corrados. This one's a VR6. I presume it's about 95. It's quite a late one of these. It's a shame he's never actually managed to do better than they did, because I think they were just it's too expensive for Volkswagen to build. See that spoiler actually moves? Oh yeah, 94, 95 plates on that, on an M. Now this is more like it, viewers. Yes. Another VR6. It's dark green with a beige leather interior. Do like a nice beige leather interior. Makes me feel happy, viewers, as most of you probably know by now. Yes. Yes, please. So it's a 93, this one. Hello, everyone. This is my first time to playing a VNEC. Isn't that lovely? I'd like to have a go in something like that. Another Corrado here, much earlier one on a G, 8990. What this one is. Oops, got some friends down there. Oh, it's a G60. Oh, yes. Very, very quick then. Left-hand drive, this one. Now some Scirocco. This is a Mark 1. Scirocco GLI. So, getting towards the end of Mark 1 production. The same engine as the Mark 1 Volkswagen Golf GTI. Oh yeah, 110 horsepower. Yes, it did. So I think it's a 1.8 then. It's very nice condition, that one. Very nice indeed. This will be. I think it's an early Mark II. This one, I think. On an X 81, 82 plate from. Wow, yes, of course, CR. Local registration again to where I'm from. Petworth is in the Portsmouth registration area. So yes, CR was a registration code I used to see when I was younger. So I'm from near there. Those seats, so typical to the Volkswagen of the 1980s. This one, wow. In very nice condition. It's a pre-facelift again. It's an early one. So again, 81, 82 plate. Leather interior. What specification this one is? Sure. Answer in the comment section below, viewers. Just time in this sort of latter part of the video to have a look at some Beetles. This one is a 66. And it'll be a 1300 Beetle Deluxe Bahama Blue. It's very nice indeed. Bit of a kind of rat look getting on here. This is an earlier one. Look at that, it's got the Wolfsburg Castle badge on the front. Not sure what year this would be or what country it would be from. Maybe it's an American import or something, I don't know. I'm sure some of you out there are better on these old Beetles than I am, because I'm not very good. Ooh. Just have a look at some Opal Mantas though, because they do look rather tasty. Rally Manta, is it a Manta 400? This looks like a Manta 400 for sure. Yeah, Manta 400 on a Northern Ireland plate. So what year would that be then? I don't know. Built in the late 80s. There we go. We don't know. Oh, we need. Yes, pre-facelift one. Similar to the. I think it was just called the Cavalier Coupe. There was a hatchback and a saloon version of that. It's just like the Mantas, those are actually saloons. Very nice. So 78, 79 plate. This one, extremely rare cut. It's a Berlinetta, so it's a nice one. It's very blue in there, very heavily tinted glass, and also just a bit of wood in there. An auto, interesting. And more Mantas. Yes, please. I like Mantas. Some more of those. Yes. So it's an 84 Manta GTE. It's been a bit modified. Oh, it's in a Skoda. It's kind of the sort of more conventional car that the Manta was based on. I wonder if this is a Skoda 400 or something. That's it. The engine looks a bit later. I don't know. Ah, yes. Here is a Cavalier Coupe, which I was just talking about. Very nice. 78, 79 plate, and this is the the saloon, the sort of notchback version, two-door. When I was young, one of my mother's friends had one of these. Can't remember if it was a saloon or hatchback though. Ooh. Is this a Vauxhall Viceroy? Oh, viewers. Oh, we found something extremely rare here. 81, 82 plate, equivalent to the Opal Commodore. There's a record of the Commodore and the Senator Opal. This was the Carlton, the Viceroy and the Royale, and this was the one in the middle, which is the Viceroy. Very nice. We like that kind of thing. That's the 6-cylinder cabin head engine there. Right, our time has gone, viewers. We're going to have to go to the next part now, but thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching part 8 of the Slightly Shambolic Shuffle around the 2022 Practical Classics Classic Car and Restoration Show. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment below. And if you wish to become a channel member, there's a button where you can join below, but please don't feel under any obligation to do so. Thank you.